have to tell you something happened to me yesterday. So I took my car in. Remember I was telling you guys the service light was going on? It was so annoying for the longest time. Service light. So I finally took in my car to the dealership to get it serviced. And I got it picked up on Saturday. And I didn't drive it Sunday. And then Monday, I got my routine. I started this new routine, which is a little off, where I like going to this. I like going to this place called Reset, where I've told you about, where they have like, cold plunge, infrared sauna. I do this whole thing, right? So I now have a workout bag. Then I have a smaller bag that has a swimsuit, and it has slides in there. Because after you get out of the infrared stuff, I don't want to put shoes and socks on and pants on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm driving around Monday afternoon. I pick up my kids from this place in the afternoon. And my car, the first time I'm pretty much driving this since I picked it up, from the left side of the car, the driver's side, is this extreme heat. Heat is blowing up, and I've touched the bottom of my seat, and it's hot. It like burns. And I thought, is that for real, or am I like, or is that because it's hot outside? But it's also been hotter than it was 2 days ago, and I don't remember that happening. So I feel it right when I get home. So yesterday I'm driving around, and man, it's hot. I feel like there's a burnt wire underneath my seat, and
but just a part of the seat.
Just so hot. Part of the whole left side of the seat is so hot, and I'm touching the bottom of it, and I'm like, Kemp, feel this. I park the car. Kemp gets out. He feels it. He's like, yeah, Dad, that's hot. I'm like, okay, I just want to make sure it's not crazy. So I text the guy at the dealership. I go, bro, ever since I picked up my car, I said it's been this burning heat on the left side of the car, and I feel like something's horribly going to go wrong. All right, I'm at a red light, and right,
mm-hmm. Right.
He's like, bring it in. He goes, when you bring it in. He goes, don't turn off the car, right? I'm like, all right. So I don't want to like bring it in and then have to wait half an hour. So I'm like, text the guy, 15 minutes away. And I'm pulling up, right? Thomas, his name, really nice guy. I pull into the dealership, and I open up the back door, and I'm like, see? I go, he feels the front seat. He's like, dang. He brings a bunch of his guys in. They feel it. Now, the bag with the swimsuit that I told you about, I just throw it in my car, and it's behind the driver's side seat, and it's upside down. And I go, feel this bag. And he feels the bag. This bag is piping hot. And he's like, yeah, you're right. And he goes, all right, I'll get you a loaner. He goes, and we're going to have to take this down. We're going to have to open up the hood and look at everything. I'm like, do whatever you can. I go, something's not right. So they give me this paperwork to go get a loaner car. And so Kemp gets all the stuff out of the car because he's going to go work out, right? And then I fill out the paperwork, and I bring the paperwork back to give to somebody to go bring me the loaner car. That guy comes back and goes, hey, just to let you know, we still want to keep it overnight. But your rear heater was on, and the bag, this little bag, was on top of the heater.
Ooh.
And it was burning, and I go, that's it? He goes, yeah. And he goes, look, we've already removed it. It's already cooled off. It's fine now.
Oh, my gosh.
And I'm like, you know what? He goes, we'll bring the loaner on. No, don't need a loaner. I go.
That's so embarrassing.
No need to keep it overnight.
No. He's like, I'm like, you see this little black thing down here on the back seat? That's the heater. And I had the bag on top of it. I didn't know there was a heater back there. I didn't know.
Like a seat heater is what you're talking about.
It's the heater for the back seat people.
Oh, really?
Like the same thing that the air comes out of for the back seat
I
people?
guess so, yeah.
Okay.
So my bag was on top of it, so the heat, and someone turned on, I'm never in the back seat, someone turned on the heater in my car somehow, or maybe I just throw my bags back there. I'm sure, Kyle, you throw your stuff back there?
Yeah.
Might have turned it on just like that.
Huh?
You might have turned it on just like
that's what I'm saying.
The bag hits the heater.
So then I go to this gym where my son trains, right? And I've told you guys before that there's always these celebrities and there's all these athletes, pro athletes. Dylan Brooks was there. I'm not yesterday, but in the past, Colin Kaepernick's worked out there. All these pro football players, soccer players, everybody works out there. And I don't get really starstruck by any of them. I don't know who they are really until my son tells me later, right? Well, I'm sitting there and this dude walks in. And I'm like, oh, my God. And I go up to him and I go, excuse me. And he's a guy that I saw on TikTok one time, and I watch all this stuff. He's not an athlete. He's not I go, are you on TikTok? And he's like, oh, my God, I follow you. But my TikTok got canceled, right? So I don't have TikTok anymore. But I remember him. So my TikTok got canceled in November last year. So I haven't been on TikTok that long. So I don't remember his name. And I'm like, what's your name again? And he's like, Rob. All your stuff. He was a Division I basketball player, and he started giving tips on basketball. And I thought it was so fascinating. And he gave, how to get recruited. So I've been following him for like 2 years. So now he's the assistant coach at a high school here. He moved here on Saturday. And I'm like, man, and he goes like this, yeah, man. He looks at me and he's like, that's cool, man. That's really cool. Listen, I'm here till 4:15. We could chop it up later.
Chop it up.
And I'm like,
Love
no.
that.
I'm like, I'm chopping it up right now. I'm not chopping it up later. Like, I was excited. This is good. This is really neat. I feel stupid now.